Good morning and happy Monday. Today we're going to be talking about when you feel overwhelmed by everything. Maybe things that you need to do, things that you have to do, things that you want to do. What do you do when you feel overwhelmed? I'm going to give you 3 strategies that have really helped me to not feel so overwhelmed and to be able to focus. So good morning, this is Silas with me. He wanted to come and say hi.
Hi.
I hope you all had a great weekend. I am Crystal Payne. For those of you who are new, my name is Crystal Payne, and I am the founder of MoneySavingMom.com, as well as wife to Jesse, and we've been married for almost 13 years, and we have 3 kids. Catherine is 10, Caitlin is 8, and Silas is 6. And he wanted to come say hi. Okay, now you can go be with Daddy. So welcome, you're new, so glad to have you all. So fun to see so many of my regulars. Glad you were able to get on. Happy new week, I know. I'm glad for a new week. So what do you do when you feel overwhelmed? Maybe you have so much to do, or maybe you feel like there's just so many things that I want to do and I just don't know where to start. I don't know how I'm going to accomplish all these things that I want to do or that I should do. So much of the time it's like we feel like we should do these things. Well, I'm going to give you 3 strategies. Number 1, that is to make a list of your priorities. You need to know what you're about. You need to know who you are and what you are supposed to be wrapping your life and your time and your energy around. And so if you don't know what your priorities are, you're just going to feel like you're spinning your wheels, putting out fires all day long. One of the things that I talk about in my book, Say Goodbye to Survival Mode, is I talk about creating a best stuff list. Oh, thanks so much. I got good sleep last night. I was so grateful. I needed that. I've been struggling a little bit with some insomnia. We're not really sure why. And so I got good sleep last night. It was a huge praise. But anyway, so in Say Goodbye to Survival Mode, I talk about creating a best stuff list. And this is a list of things that you are going to wrap your time and your energy and your life around. These are the best things in your life. You need a priorities list or a best stuff list so that you know what you're about. So that when you wake up and you feel like, I have so many things that I should do, I have so many things that I want to do, and then you're getting this invitation and this request and this opportunity, and it's all coming at you. You can hold it up to your priorities list or your best stuff list, and you can say, is this in line with my priorities? Is this in line with my best stuff? You can ask yourself that when you know what you're about, then it's much easier to make decisions. So create that priorities list. What matters for you right now? Not what matters for you over the course of your whole life. Not what matters for someone else. What matters for you right now? Oh, thank you so much for saying that about Say Goodbye to Survival Mode. I am so grateful. So think about this season of your life. This season, what capacity do you have? Every family is in a different season. Every person has different capacity. And so if you have a lot of little kids, your priorities are going to look very different than someone like me, who my kids are a little bit more grown and independent. So ask yourself, what matters for you right now? And then create that best stuff list. And there should only be a few things on that list. So number 1, make a list of priorities. Number 2, choose one thing to focus on. We can feel like there are so many things we should be doing. I need to get a handle on that. I need to organize that. I need to do that. I need to do that. I need to do that. And we can overwhelm ourselves into almost that we're paralyzed, that we don't end up doing anything because we're so overwhelmed. So make a list of priorities and then choose one thing to focus on. Ask yourself, what's the one thing that's going to make the biggest difference in my life right now? So when you make a list of priorities, you're going to ask, what matters for you right now? When you choose one thing to focus on, the second point, you're going to ask yourself, what's the one thing that's going to make the biggest difference in my life right now? So if I were to focus on this one thing, it would make a difference in many other areas. It would have a trickle-down effect in many other areas, and it would help me to start feeling like I'm getting my life in order. It's amazing how doing one thing and focusing on that one thing, that most important thing, making that our priority. And maybe it doesn't even feel like such a big deal, but it's the one thing that we know will make the biggest difference. So for instance, maybe that's that you are going to get on top of your laundry and you're going to stay on top of laundry, not just washing and drying, but also folding and put away. So I really feel like that you pick your one thing. Stacy, you ask, how often do you change your list? We're going to talk about that in just a second. So maybe it's exercising. Maybe it's that you're going to get up every day and you're going to exercise for 15 minutes. Maybe it's that you're going to get up 15 minutes earlier. If you're struggling with that, go to makeoveryourmornings.com. Check out my program where it's a 14-day online course to help you get your mornings in order. That's at makeoveryourmornings.com, and you can sign up for day one for free. So write down all your ideas, because maybe right now you're thinking, well, I should change that, and I should change that, and I should change that, and I should change that. Just write down all of those ideas and then pick one thing. Choose one thing to focus on, the one thing that's going to make the biggest difference in your life, and then make a commitment to stick with it for 3 weeks. So Stacy, you ask how long to stick with it. I would say stick with it for 3 weeks. Get some accountability in place. Maybe that's that you post on your blog or on social media that I am going to be doing X for the next 21 days. Maybe you make a chart. If you're someone like me, I like to check things off. And so maybe you make yourself a chart or a graph. Maybe you download an app like the Commit app or the Habit Tracker app that you can check off every day that you've accomplished that goal. So track your progress, have some accountability. Choose that one thing to focus on, that one thing. What's the one thing that's going to make the biggest difference? Now then you say, well, what about all of the other things that I want to do, that I need to do, that I should do? Number one, make a list of priorities. Number two, choose one thing to focus on. And number three, keep a running list of other ideas. So as you think of, I need to organize that, and I need to change that, and I need to teach my kids that, and I need to develop that habit, as you think of all of those things, have a running list. Maybe it's on your phone, maybe it's in a notebook, maybe it's on your fridge. Keep a running list of all those ideas, and then when you feel like that one thing that you've chosen to focus on has become a habit, and maybe that takes 3 weeks, maybe that takes 3 months, maybe that takes 6 months. Whatever it is, focus on it, make it a habit, and then choose something else. So a habit is something that you do without really thinking. For instance, I have developed the habit of getting up, reading my Bible, writing in my blessings journal, exercising, and getting ready. When I get out of bed in the morning, I don't sit there and think, I wonder what I'm going to do this morning. I could do that, I could do that, I could do that, I could that. I don't. I get up and I do the next thing. I go in my office and I read my Bible and I go downstairs and I actually, like I have this system, this routine that I have just built into my life. It's become a habit because I've done it over and over and over. I'm so glad that the Sleep Cycle app has helped you, Dina. It is amazing. For those of you who haven't downloaded the Sleep Cycle app, that app really helps me to be able to get better sleep. Like last night, I got an 86% out of 100, and 86% of a good night's rest. And I know if I get anything over an 80% and it's 7 hours or more, that I'm going to feel great. But the thing about the Sleep Cycle app is not only does it track your sleep, but it also wakes you up when it's the most opportune time for you to wake up. So maybe you need to develop a habit of going to bed early and getting good sleep, and the Sleep Cycle app can really help you with that. So keep a running list of all of those other ideas. Write them down, and then once you have created that first habit that you're going to focus on, then you can add another thing. So for me, it's like develop the habit of getting up early. and then develop the habit of reading my Bible and writing my blessings journal, and then develop the habit of exercising, and then develop the habit of getting dressed in something that makes me feel good, and on and on and on it goes. So these habits are little building blocks, and it's amazing when you develop one, how it can affect so many other areas of your life. And you might think, well, but if it takes me 3 months to develop that one habit, how is that really going to impact my life? Well, not only do these habits have a trickle-down effect for you, but also, you think about it, if you change one thing in your life every 3 months, that's 4 changes in a year. Over a decade, that's 40 changes, and that is how you transform your life. That's how you do it, one little habit at a time. So think about it. What is that one habit that's going to make the biggest difference in your life right now? I want you to tell me in the comments. You can either tell me in the comments, or if you can't comment right now, tweet at me. I'm MoneySavingMom on Twitter. Or you can also send me an email through our contact form on MoneySavingMom.com. I want to know, what is that one habit that you're going to focus on for the next 21 days? You're going to exercise every morning. Good for you. Laundry, putting it away. I know, that's such a big thing. The book in your pile, Better Than Before, is about habits, and I need to read that. Yes, it's moved way high up on the priority list. Eat fewer carbs, tracking your food, plan the night before. Such great things. So write in the comments or email me through the contact form on MoneySavingMom.com, or tweet at me. I'm at MoneySavingMom on Twitter. I want to know, and then I want you to find someone else today who is going to keep you accountable to that habit. Find someone and something. So either that you're going to track it on your phone through an app, that you're going to make a chart, or you're going to find some other way to track it, and that you're going to put accountability into place. So find someone and something so that you track this habit and you make it a commitment for the next 21 days. And then I want to hear from you. You tell me how it's going. Please tweet at me and tell me how it's going. I want to cheer for you in this, because this little thing, it might feel like it's such a small thing, and it might only take 10 or 15 minutes a day to really work on this habit, but it has changed my life. If you're struggling with discipline, I have an ebook that I've written called 21 Days to a More Disciplined Life. That's available on Amazon, and it just walks you through step by step by step, day after day for 21 days on how to develop discipline. So if you want kind of a course to help you in the next 21 days, you can go to Amazon and you can download, I think it's $4.99 for the ebook. And that's called 21 Days to More Disciplined Life, and it is 21 days. So me, is holding your hand for those 21 days and helping you to follow through with that habit. I also wanted to recommend that I have a 7-day course called Say Goodbye to Survival Mode. It's the free 7-day Say Goodbye to Survival Mode challenge, actually. You saw that if you saw the very beginning of my scope. This is from my book, Say Goodbye to Survival Mode, but it's a free 7-day challenge. And so maybe you can't afford the $4.99 ebook, but you would like someone to hold your hand for the next 7 days. You can go to MoneySavingMom.com/scope, and I have a link there where you can sign up for that. I actually wrote out my URLs today. I don't usually do that. So you can go to MoneySavingMom.com/survival-mode, and you can get to that page, or just go to MoneySavingMom.com/scope, and it will have a link to sign up for the free 7-day Say Goodbye to Survival Mode challenge. So if you need some help and some hand-holding, I want to be that for you. And so those are 2 resources to help you out. Okay, so this afternoon, we are going to do a scope at 3 p.m., a Money Making Mom scope on how to get over your fear of starting. Do you feel like you have something you want to start? Maybe you want to start periscoping. Maybe you want to start blogging. Maybe you want to start writing a book, or writing an ebook, or start a group of moms in your local area or something. You want to start something. This afternoon, we're going to talk about how to get over your fear of starting, and specifically when it comes to business. So many people, they say, I want to start a business, I want to earn more money, or I want to write a book, or I want to do that, but I'm scared. And so that fear that's holding you back, we're going to address that this afternoon. So that's at 3 p.m. Central Time, how to get over your fear of starting. And also, when I'm finished with the scope, I'm going to be doing our first scope on Just Show Up by Kara Tippett. That is our book club book for this week. And if you are struggling through a trial or a challenge with someone else, if you know someone who's going through a really, really hard time, maybe it's cancer, maybe it's divorce, maybe it's a life-threatening illness, maybe it's just that they are having a hard time at work or a hard time in their marriage or something, this book will help you know some really practical ways that you can walk through that season with your friend. And so we're going to be talking about that this week for our book club book. So thank you so much for joining me today, and don't forget to go to MoneySavingMom.com/scope to sign up for the free 7-day Say Goodbye to Survival Mode challenge. And I will see you back here at 3 p.m. Central Time this afternoon for my Money Making Mom Scope. Have a great day.